We're standing at a historic turning point in American housing, not a cycle, not a bubble, but a structural breakdown that traditional economics can no longer explain. For decades, we believed housing followed simple rules: supply, demand, interest rates. But today, those rules don't work anymore. Prices stay high even when buyers disappear. Inventory stays low even when affordability collapses. And millions of Americans feel locked out of the very idea of home ownership. This isn't accidental. It's what happens when a system designed for growth collides with a society that's no longer growing. Right now, the US faces a housing deficit of nearly 5 million homes. But the real crisis isn't just shortage, it's gridlock. 2/3 of homeowners are locked into ultra-low mortgage rates. If they move, they lose them. So they stay. Listings vanish. Competition explodes. At the same time, building new homes has become slower and more expensive. Permits, zoning, labor shortages. Construction costs are up more than 40%. The system can't breathe. But here's where the story gets even more surprising. A demographic reversal is already forming beneath the surface. America is aging. The baby boomer generation owns nearly half of all US real estate. Over the next decade, millions of homes will quietly re-enter the market. Even more profound, by the early 2030s, the United States is expected to reach a birth-death crossover, more people dying than being born. That means fewer future buyers, fewer new households, and eventually, surplus. This creates two very different Americas. In high-reputation cities, housing remains dense and vertical, but outside those zones, entire regions may slowly empty out. We've seen this before. Japan calls them akiya, abandoned homes with no market value at all. Immigration adds another layer of complexity. Immigrants have driven demand, but they also build the homes. Cut immigration and demand drops, yes. But supply collapses even faster. The result is paralysis. So how do you fix a system this broken? Not with subsidies, not with slogans. The fastest solutions are structural. Reform zoning to build upward, scale modular and factory-built housing, and treat housing like infrastructure. As labor becomes automated, the future of housing may not be priced, but assigned. Algorithmic governance, AI managing inventory, homes allocated by need and trust. In that future, value shifts from ownership to access, from scarcity to managed abundance. The question isn't whether this future arrives, it's whether we design it consciously or let the system collapse into it. Because housing isn't just shelter, it's stability, identity, dignity, and the way we solve it will define the next civilization. This is My TSV, where we don't just track change, we explain it.